Hi friends, thank you for joining me for Sherry's DIY Secrets. Today's project is going to be one that is so easy and fun, you'll probably want to get the kiddos involved. Or save it for your next group activity that you're hosting. I'm going to show you how to bring flair and a little pizzazz to a vase by using paint pouring methods. Now, whether that vase is glass, plastic, or wood, the possibilities are endless. So I'm so ready to get started. Come join me. Many of the items used in today's DIY can be found around the home. If not, the most economical place to purchase these items is Dollar Tree. You can also substitute Elmer's white glue in place of the Mod Podge. To start, separate 2 cups and place a stir stick in each one. I'm using painter's tape around the top edge of the 3rd cup, and this will serve as a resting place for the vase to dry. The tape is going to keep the paint runoff from sticking. For this paint pour, I'm using black and white acrylic paint. When picking your colors, you'll want to keep in mind the color that will result when your colors mix. For example, black and white will produce shades of gray. Blue and yellow will produce shades of green. Your paint consistency is going to be very important. If it's too thick, then the paint is not going to run down the surface smoothly. So you'll want the consistency of that paint to be similar to a thin pancake batter. To get that consistency, you'll want to add small amounts of water at a time, maybe 1 or 2 teaspoons, but be sure to thoroughly stir that paint and water together so that it fully incorporates. When the paint has a continuous drip line that shows a ripple at the top of the paint, you'll know you're in good shape. Take the 4th cup, hold it at an angle similar to the angle you would hold a cup if you were pouring soda or beer to avoid the foam. Now it's time to alternate your paint pour. I actually pour the same amount of the black and the white, and then when I return to the black, I pour a little less than the time before, and then match that amount with the white, so on and so forth till I get to a smaller amount. When it's time to do the actual pour, follow the angle that you poured the paint into the cup. Now for the pour. You can decide to pour straight down or like I did in a circular motion. For a rippled wave effect, I allowed the paint to settle or drip a little bit, and then I came back and did another circular motion. It also makes for a beautiful piece if you pour in a clockwise motion and then follow it with a counterclockwise motion. Be creative. This is totally your masterpiece. I cannot wait for the pour painting or for the pour vase to dry. It's my favorite because it always comes out so different each and every time. I will have to go around the base of the vase, and wipe it clean to make sure that it doesn't dry and stick to the cup that we have holding it up. You'll definitely want to run a stir stick along the area where the vase and the painter's tape meet. And this will lessen the likelihood of the paint drying unevenly or sticking to the tape. You'll want to do this every 30 minutes or so during the first 2 hours of the drying time. I'm going to clean up and then I'll meet you back here shortly. See you in a bit. Isn't it beautiful to see all that detail forming on the vase? Now our final step is to add the Mod Podge. And Mod Podge acts as a sealant, however, it is not waterproof. To apply it, I'm going to be using 1 part Mod Podge and 1 part water, mixing well, and then I'm going to brush it on with my flared brush in smooth, even strokes. Before I'm done, I want to make sure that I run my brush along that same edge where the vase and the painter's tape meet to make sure that I don't have any drips hanging over. And now, friends, the unveiling. What do you think? I absolutely love the detail of this vase. And with that Mod Podge added to it, it gives it such a sheen. What do you think? Well, just as easy as it was for you to watch this DIY, it's going to be just that easy for you to create your own. And I hope today's project inspired you. Please join me again next week for another DIY project on Sherry's DIY Secrets. Take care. Bye, friends. See you soon.